National Park College Nighthawk Softball is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Our Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield featured Nighthawk Player of the Week, Miss Rachel Lawyer. Welcome to National Park College, Rachel. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a freshman here at National Park College. I came from Rockwall, Texas. Growing up, I played not only softball, but I played basketball too in high school. I was a dual sport athlete, playing both growing up, but softball is what I ended up wanting to play in college. And I'm coming to National Park College for my elementary teaching degree.
What is it about elementary teaching that has you interested in that as a career?
So growing up, I've always had a connection with kids that they've always just been easier for me to work with. As never having time to do a job, I would always just babysit. And so I'd rather work with people or work with elementary kids or little kids instead of working with people my own age. So it's just something that I've loved and had a passion for my entire life.
Of course, dual sport athlete, doing many great things back home in Texas. What was it that drew you into National Park College to become a Nighthawk this year?
So Logan Nyes, I went here last year. She told Coach Wyatt to look at me, and we played high school together. And so Coach Wyatt reached out to me a couple times and asked me to come to the camp. And so I came to the camp, and I fell in love with it instantly. Growing up, as a softball player, you never liked camps because they were really hard, and the coaches were always looking for certain people. But Coach Wyatt made me feel at home. And when she offered me, she knew that I had to have shoulder surgery, which is a very invasive surgery, and other coaches were not as minded about it. And so she still gave me my offer, still was like, you're a great player, you're a great person, and she's like, it shows you more about your character. And so I love that Coach Wyatt not only looks at me as a softball player, but me as a human. And she also takes into mind, mentally, softball, yes, it's a sport that you love, but college is really hard on you mentally, especially from being from home. And so she makes sure that you're loved no matter what, whether you're doing good or bad at softball. So Coach Wyatt was definitely made NPC home for me.
All great points there. First, shout outs to Logan Nyes. Hey Logan, how's it going? Second, absolutely, Coach Autumn Wyatt does such a good job of finding the diamonds in the rough, so to speak, and can see through the face value, the injuries that you had there, and can see capability and what you're capable of. And we're glad that you walked in the doors here at NPC, because look at what you've done in such a short time here in your freshman season with Nighthawk Nation. Team's off to a great start this season. There have been some bumps in the road, sure, but as we've talked about before in previous interviews, Coach Wyatt is throwing you guys at the toughest competition out there, trying to get you battle tested, battle ready for the road ahead. And of course, there have been a number of great accomplishments for the program already, specifically this past weekend on the road in Branson, your biggest hit of the season, your first collegiate home run. Take me through that.
So I've been struggling, in the fall I struggled, and me and her broke down my swing, and we changed a few things, tweaked a little things that I've been struggling with, and I've had more confidence going up there, and was not expecting a home run at all because the wind was blowing in, and so no one expected it. So I was sprinting the bases, and then it went over, and it shocked me because the wind was blowing in, so no one expected it to go over. But it was a very exciting experience. Also know that my teammates had my back and were cheering for me, and knowing that I've been struggling, that I'm finally getting out of the slump. So it was really needed, but it was very exciting to have everyone around me and be happy for me.
You mentioned the struggles. I don't know that the fan base has necessarily seen the struggles. You bat in the number 9 hole for this team, which is traditionally for weaker hitters, but Coach Autumn Wyatt is next level. She's playing 4D chess with everyone out there. So when Rachel Lawyer comes up in the number 9 spot, in the batting order, that's trouble for opposing pitchers. We've seen you do great things, deliver in big moments, big hits. Of course, the top of the lineup right there in the on-deck circle right behind you. And it's been such a great family so far for Nighthawk softball this season. What can you say about the level of chemistry and just togetherness that you've developed with these girls this year?
It's really good. I love this team. We do so much together outside of softball. They truly are family, and Coach Wyatt has picked a really good group of girls, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way.
Of course, Region 2 play, boy, it's already here. It's March, and you've got your first Region 2 showdown of the season. ASU-Newport comes to town. What can you tell me about Newport and keys to victory in order to get back in the win column and start conference play on a strong note?
So it's just like making sure that no matter who we're playing, what opponent we're going against, that we make, like, that we push each other, like, no matter whether we win or do bad, that we, like, step ahead and keep going in the right direction every game. It's pushing each other past our limits and loving each other through everything.
Of course, big goals for the team this season. They want to win the region, they want to win district, and they too want to go to the national tournament this year. Tell me a little bit about some of the goals that you've set for yourself this year.
I think for me, it would be mentally getting out of my head. I think a lot of it is that, you know, college is such a struggle for everybody that it's so new, especially for us freshmen. It's like knowing that you're here for a reason and why it picked all of us for a reason, that even when you're struggling in the bad times, that you are here for a reason, that you are a good player. And so for me, it's like getting out of my head mentally and knowing that I am here for a reason, and that's why I'm starting to be successful slowly but surely, is that I'm getting out of my head mentally. And I would just say that also pushing my teammates too. Like, I know that they can always, like, we can always get better, and so making sure I push them, but knowing that I need to let them also push me.
So Rachel, congratulations on all the success this year, and best wishes to you and your team for the journey ahead. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
I'd like to say hello to my parents and my dog at home, and then also all my family and friends that are watching.
Rachel Lawyer of Nighthawk Softball. You can follow the team online on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Special thank you to Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the sponsor for the featured Nighthawk Player of the Week. She's Rachel Lawyer, I'm Mark Oliver, and this is Nighthawk Softball on the Nighthawk Network.